All right, we're back with another episode of Serotonin Seekers. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jane.
And we're here to discuss Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. I know Colleen Hoover, there's controversy or whatever, but this movie just came out, so we figured we would read the book, watch the movie, and then talk about it.
Yes.
So before I hit record, I asked Jane if she had notes, and she said no.
I never have notes. I had notes for The Alchemist a little bit. I do feel like it's hard to take notes on like romance.
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of notes for Eat, Pray, Love.
Yeah.
Um,
Which, if we have any listeners, that lady Elizabeth Gilbert, is that her name? She wrote Eat, Pray, Love. She just came out with another book. Should we read it?
See, I was thinking about that, and that book I liked Eat, Pray, Love because it was like hopeful. From what you explained to me, this next one doesn't seem like that, so I don't know if I really would like it.
Hold up. This is prequel to Regretting You. I'm about to read the description of this book.
Of what book?
The new book.
Oh, of Eat, Pray, Love?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Elizabeth Gilbert. I was right. So the book is called All the Way to the River. And it's about love, loss, and liberation.
See, I just don't think I want to hear anything from her anymore.
Oh, it's short. In 2000, Elizabeth Gilbert met Rhea. They became friends, then best friends, then inseparable. When tragedy entered their lives, the truth was finally laid bare. The two were in love. They were also a pair of addicts on a collision course toward catastrophe. What if your most beautiful love story turned into your biggest nightmare? What if the dear friend who taught you so much about your self-destructive tendencies became the unstable partner with whom you disastrously reenacted every one of them? And what if your most devastating heartbreak opened a pathway to your greatest awakening? I mean, if nothing else, it sounds interesting.
Does it? To me, it doesn't really sound like my cup of tea. Granted, I don't really know what my cup of tea is, but I just know that might not be it because, how do I say this? I read her book looking for inspiration, and it sounds like she's just as lost as I am. So I don't know.
But I think that's also the point of Eat, Pray, Love.
No, I feel like at the end of Eat, Pray, Love, it was supposed to be,
You felt like she found herself?
Yeah, I did.
I don't. And I thought we talked about that in the podcast because we said.
Well, no, I said I was disappointed that she then went and found a man and this, that,
and that
and
just felt like she was repeating all.
But yeah,
patterns.
Yeah.
So she didn't really learn anything from her journey.
I learned something. From her journey.
And clearly,
we're talking about a completely different book.
Yeah, we are. But judging based on this second book, I don't think she did learn anything.
No, I definitely don't think that.
But yeah, it's out there. It's on the table. We read the first one. If you'd like us to do a follow-up to our one viewer, let us know.
Hope you're still hanging in there with us.
I don't think anybody watched that Eat, Pray, Love. I was looking at our analytics.
Yeah.
And the only videos that anybody reads is the stuff for Kate Stewart.
I was like, why is that so familiar?
Not Bella Swan.
She would be a writer. I could see that.
I could see it too.
Yeah, and she would definitely be writing like Eat, Pray, Love. Like, yeah. That second one, that's all Bella.
Yeah.
That's Bella right there.
Yeah.
But Regretting You.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I gave it 3.5 stars, and that's only because it was entertaining. It was like made for nosy people like me that want to watch other people's drama unfold. Because I didn't really like the themes. I thought Claire was very annoying, especially in the book. I think she was more redeemable in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But in the book, I thought she was.
They had to cut it short in the movie, so
Yeah.
like she had to like
No, it was drawn out in the book, and she was very like not a likable character.
No.
And part of it is because her mom is hiding the big secret from her, but also like she was insufferable.
Yeah. I didn't really like anybody in the book, to be honest.
Not even the mom?
No. I didn't hate the mom. I just didn't like anybody. It's not that I hated them, but I was just like at the same time.
Or what about Jonah?
I did, but I didn't, because at the same time, like, even though Jonah left, you still allow to a certain point, you allow yourself to have feelings for somebody else. So even though you didn't act upon them, you still sat there and allowed these feelings that you had for your friend's girlfriend to grow until then she was pregnant, and then you took yourself out of the equation. So to a certain degree, it was just as bad as everybody else. And especially that whole pool scene. And then she says, even like when they took the picture, he was staring at her. So he was allowing these little things. I mean, granted, like, yeah, they're still in high school or whatever, but I just was kind of sick of everybody.
Yeah.
Miller's supposed to be like this redeemable because he broke up with. Being with someone and keep breaking up with them is not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't do anything physically when you were with the girlfriend. You cheated on her emotionally. And can I skip? Can I skip to the end? The spoiler alert! If you're listening to this, you probably have watched everything already, because I'm skipping to the end. Him and his promposal to bring up the fact, like in the video, if you turn around, I'll break up with my girlfriend.
I was said no right there.
Was that supposed to be romantic? Was that supposed to be?
No, I was like,
No mention of the girlfriend whatsoever would have been. That would have been good. If you turn around right now, I'll take this as a sign that, like, just don't mention the girlfriend. But if you turn around, I'll take it as a sign and break up with my girlfriend. Despicable, disgusting.
Yeah, and calling the girlfriend like the second choice or the backup option.
Yeah, and her even entertaining this and being like yeah, she a little bit said like, oh, blah blah blah, but you know what you're doing. You're not a nice person. He's not a nice person. Everybody in this book just pissed me off. I will say, if I had to like choose favorites, I would say I did like Jonah and the mom. Like, if I had to like anybody in the book, it was that.
Actually, it was the friend.
Alexi?
Yeah,
she was kind of funny too. She was funny. But I think in the book, she annoyed me a little bit, though. She didn't annoy me as much in the movie, but I think in the book she annoyed me a little. Like, she did too much. They all did too much in the book.
Yeah.
So, now this is hard, because I don't know to talk about the book, the movie, or both.
I guess we could talk about both.
Watching the movie, I was immediately disgusted from page one. I was, even though I like the movie trailer spoiled the book, because I saw the movie trailer before I read the book, so I knew that there was cheating. But watching the movie after having read the entire book, from the opening scene, I was disgusted in the sister and the husband.
Yeah.
Everything I was
cringing.
Everything I looked at, I'm like, these dirty, and then first of all, so this was her like back to maternity. So I'm like, so this is probably her first time she's able to have sex again after having the baby, and that's why they're going to this big hotel room. And are you?
Actually, you know what? I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Yeah, that's why she's so excited that she's,
So it's been going on for a very long time.
She's back in commission now. This is the first time she could probably do this since she gave birth. And he went and got her a nice hotel room.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. And he was going to allow another man to raise his. He knew damn well that baby was his. Because she knew too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think in the book they did that where she's like, oh, she looks exactly like. I remember her thinking it. But I don't think she ever said it. And then she was like, I think he looks like his dad.
Yeah, I think she did. I do remember her
That was in
thinking
the book.
that.
Yeah, I remember her thinking it, but I don't think she ever said it. Because I remember her thinking it, I think after Jonas or no, I think she realized it before Jonah. Once
She
she
did in
found
the book.
out,
She
yeah,
realized it before
yeah.
Jonah
Once
in the
she
book.
found out they were having an affair, she was like, "Oh, the kid looks like Clara, and Clara looks just like her dad." But in the movie, it was funny that they had her say, "Oh yeah, I think he looks just like Clara," and the both of those two idiots are they both know. And another thing, when I was watching, I was wondering, there was like a little stiff scene between Chris and Jonah, and I was like, "Oh, is he jealous that Jonah's with the sister?"
Mm,
I was sick watching it. I was like, "This is disgusting."
mm. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was jealous.
Yeah, and he puts up with it because he needed somebody to, because he wasn't going to claim that kid. But I think that he was.
I think it's so fucked up of them to like. It's fucked up what they did to Morgan because like that's her sister and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
To just put a baby on somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're equal. And I liked in the movie because she didn't do that in the book where she like lost her shit and hit the car and everything. She didn't do that in the book.
Yeah, in the book, she just said, "I don't want to see this."
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
they can impound
yeah,
it for all I care.
yeah,
But I think that really,
yeah.
bitch, I would have done the same fucking thing.
She handled it better than me because, and you know what's funny too, is the entire book, I was so angry that she didn't tell Clara. And like watching it on the screen, I was like, this is what actually makes her a good mom,
Yeah.
is that she wasn't going to tell her. Because it frustrated me so, but probably because Clara in the book, like you said, was so
Yeah.
freaking annoying. I was like, oh my god, like,
Yeah, in the book you're like, just tell her.
yeah,
Like, she's rebelling all of this because you're not telling her
yeah,
this shit.
yeah,
And just tell her and get it over
exactly.
with.
She's a bad kid. just just destroy everything. Oh, but she, in the movie, she never told her that she was the one who was saying what the aunt said to her.
Oh yeah.
She never did say anything about that.
They also changed how she told her the truth.
Yes, I wasn't. It was a lot.
And I didn't like it.
I think it was like, I liked it in the sense of like, all right, let's just get this going. But it wasn't as like dramatic. Like I think in the book, it really felt like she had absolutely no choice.
Yeah, because I liked her saying, Claire, don't ask me that. Do not ever ask me that again.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
And then like the pieces kind of clicked for Clara.
But I think like in the movie, she was much more mature.
Yeah.
And that's why it was just like, it was also, she knew. Like, so it was like, you can't really, I think book Clara and movie Clara were, I liked movie Clara a lot more.
Yeah.
I still was annoyed because, like I said, this man's cheating on his girlfriend just because he's not doing anything physically with you. But that was like, but personality wise, she was a lot easier to.
Yeah. And honestly, I thought the way that the book was going to go was like the aunt and the dad cheated and she tries to keep it a secret and then Clara becomes the other woman and then she finds out the truth and she's like, "Oh, I'm doing what was done to my mother." I thought that's the way the book was going to go, but that's not how it went.
Yeah. Everybody cheats. That's basically all this movie was about. This one's cheating on that one. Everybody was cheating.
And I also thought at the very beginning that Morgan was going to be the cheater too of the book. Because at the beginning of the book, they're making it seem like they're heavily talking about her and Jonah's like attraction to each other.
I didn't think so for some reason. I just knew that they were going to end up together.
Oh, I have a note that I wrote. about the Miller's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would break up with the guy that lied about giving a ride to a girl and then following her on Instagram after. In the book, they had that added backstory of like Shelby was like his best friend and knew that he had a crush on her specifically, and it was her specifically. But to be honest, it would be any girl. If my boyfriend got a ride from a girl, any girl,
and then lied,
and then lied, and then followed her on Instagram.
First of all, I don't care. I'll freely admit it. I'm a psycho. Any girl doesn't even need to be followed. You should have walked. I'm dead serious. You are a man. Walk, walk in the heat. That's just me.
You walked there.
It's you got your legs got you there. What happened to them? They suddenly stopped working. Walk back. Call an Uber. He was able to follow her on Instagram, but he wasn't able to call himself an Uber. No, absolutely not. Yeah. Absolutely not. And certainly not while I'm in college and this man's in high school. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Did we learn anything from this book?
Did we learn anything?
Did this book add anything to our lives? Maybe we could tie in like Taylor. My advice is always ruin the friendship. Oh, you know what? In the movie, Morgan says to him, "We did get it wrong."
Yeah.
She doesn't say that.
Think she said it in the book.
And she literally just told Clara that she wouldn't change anything by saying that they got it wrong and it should have been each other. She's a liar. And she's telling each of these people what they need to, what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Because by saying we got it wrong, it should have been us. She is literally saying
that Clara wouldn't have been born.
And girl, I don't blame you because
Elijah might have still been born.
He damn well might have. But let's be honest. They always say like, "Oh no, a mother wouldn't change." Blah blah blah. Let's be honest.
First of all, mother-daughter relationships are very complicated.
They are, but like in the darkness of the night, a lot of them would change with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. But
there's a whole subreddit of parents that regret having their children.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're a good parent, because you did have them, so I'm not saying treat them like crap. You got to be a good parent after you have. But to say like, yeah, if I went back in time, I would do it all differently.
They also changed because in the book, Morgan had like zero passion. She had zero plans. Like, yeah, she raised her sister and then raised her daughter.
Yeah.
But in the movie, she was like a designer, an interior designer. Like she was drawing.
I don't know. To me, it looked like she kept drawing the same thing.
It did. You're right. It did.
I was like, okay.
And she wanted to go to college.
Yeah.
But in the book, she didn't even have plans to go to college either.
Yeah.
She had no idea what she wanted to do.
I think that's why. I think that sister really did want to be a stay-at-home mom. She should have took what was the sister's name?
Jenny.
She should have took Jenny's job, worked in the hospital, married Jonah, and Jenny should have been the stay-at-home mom with Chris, and everybody would have been happy.
And Clara wouldn't exist.
And Miller wouldn't be cheating on his girlfriend.
And, you know, Clara was very insufferable. And she was pretty selfish in a lot of ways.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't really feel bad for Miller because, once again,
I do think losing your virginity to get back at your mom is fucking weird.
What's weird is I brought my little brother to see this, and when we're walking out to the car, he goes, "Now, why did she think losing her virginity was the right response to being angry at her mom?" I said, "I don't know, because teenagers are stupid. I don't know." I don't
not
know.
a conversation you want to have with your little brother.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. But bringing him, we should have him as a guest on the show one day because we do end up bringing him to some ridiculous movies.
Yeah, we went to see the last Colleen movie with him. We went to see It Ends With Us, and we weren't going to invite him, but then he was like, I like romance.
I like romance. I'm coming. It must be nice. Like the same way I used him when he was little to go see like kids movies I wanted to see and not be judged for it. It must be nice to have a sister when you want to go see romance. You could just use the sister as like, no, I'm just going because my sister's going. I don't really want to see this crap.
Yeah.
But It Ends With Us was not the worst movie we brought him to. That trophy belongs.
I think that belongs to the Love Me movie.
Yeah, that was.
It's literally like, yeah, the losing your virginity because you're mad at your mom is fucking bad. But I didn't sit here and like, oh my god, you're your brother. Like I did in that other movie. That movie, like, oh my god.
That movie, I was like, oh my god, myself. Oh my god, and then I was like, oh my god. that was crazy. If y'all want to be shocked,
appalled,
a little nauseous,
a little disgusted,
a little confused, watch Love Me. With there's a surprise in there somewhere.
Kristen Stewart and I can never remember that guy's name.
It's Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Stephen Yu, I think.
Oh.
I think it's Stephen Yu.
That sounds right.
Yeah, maybe I'm not pronouncing his name right, but it's Stephen something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got sidetracked again, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, because she got angry and she lost her virginity because she was angry at her mom. Congratulations. That was the dumbest decision you could have made.
Yeah, and now you're gonna like every time that comes up, that's what you're gonna think about. You being mad at your mom. Which is kind of wild. I can't even lie. Because I did a lot of dumb things, and I didn't lose my virginity in the best way, but it definitely wasn't because I was mad at my mom.
I mean, I guess, you know, that's shocking that your dad died and your aunt died and you come home and your mom is kissing your uncle.
Your uncle teacher.
That's shocking. It's a little shocking.
Yeah, but why is the first response? Like, there was no hesitation.
You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know what. Maybe it's because I'm not a teenager anymore, so my brain isn't.
You're not making that jump.
You're not
making that
because
leap.
When I was reading it too, I also found myself. I was completely. That's a lie. I was not completely invested, but I was more invested in Morgan and Jonah's story, and I really didn't care at all about Clara.
Yeah, and it felt like the book had more of Clara.
Yeah, and I really didn't care. Whereas when I was younger, I was like, I wonder if I would have read this when I was younger, if I would have not cared
about Jonah
and Morgan, or if it was just that their story kind of sucked.
Yeah, I think there's layers to Jonah and Morgan's story, though. Because you have, like, the whole finding out that they were cheating on you. You've really been in love with each other for years. And then you're hiding it from your daughter.
And I think the thing of it is like, they got together, but it doesn't seem like a really happy, because I feel like it's tainted.
Yeah.
By the fact of everything that happened, but not only that, just from outside perspectives, everybody's always going to look, because you're not going to go around saying that, oh yeah, they cheated with this. So everybody's just going to look at you and think that you two got together after your significant others died. And I know me, I'd be judging you guys like crazy. I'd be like, these nasty, these nasty people.
Yeah, because we do that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you remember that actress from Glee that died, and then there was rumors about the sister and him?
oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, the actress died and they had a baby. And then the actress's sister was hanging around with I don't know if he was the ex-husband or just the baby daddy a lot, and there were rumors that they were together. And I was like, that's vile.
But even like we're going to BookCon, and the writer of shout out BookCon, but the writer for Divergent is going to be there, and I said I got some questions for her.
Yeah,
that have been waiting a decade.
Yeah, I don't even want to speak to that lady. Nope. I have nothing to say to that woman.
She ruined a good series.
She really did. There was no need for that. None. This is fiction. Like, we didn't need to do that.
Mm-hmm. She ruined one of my.
Would you take care of that baby?
No.
Me neither.
I was thinking that in the movie theater too, because the baby really did look like he didn't look like his baby.
And
I was like,
and our coworker said to me like, "Oh, well, you know, honey, no. 2 months? I'm sorry. Like I might like be like very upset to leave the kid, but after 2 months,
they'll forget you anyway."
Yeah, like I'm so sorry. This is your nephew. Your nephew's son. This is your responsibility now. Because
yeah, I don't think I would have came back.
I don't want that baby. That's not my baby. And I'm telling everybody what that lady did to
me. Yeah.
Like, hell no.
I'd be packed up, gone.
Yeah.
I'd drop that kid off and I'd be like, good luck, lady.
Because in a way, I'm like, are y'all using each other just a little bit? Because he needs a mother to the son and you don't want to be stuck alone with a nephew son? Because that's what it seems like a little bit. Like, you guys kind of almost have to be together now because you both have equal, stake in this child. One of you doesn't want to just raise it, but you both kind of feel the responsibility to. But if it was me...
But would you raise it as Morgan?
As what?
If you were Morgan and Jonah dropped the baby off and never came back, would you not feel some type of way raising that baby? Because that's not your baby either. I mean,
it's my niece.
It's related to you.
It's my niece daughter. And because of the fact that I have to now put a slash and put daughter behind niece, I think I'm going to say no. I think I'm going to say someone else in this family better come get their family member. I'll take care of it up until you come and collect. But that's about all I'm going to do. Because for the hatred that burns inside of me for their parents, I cannot. Because I would be Caitlin Stark.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I would be like, this bastard child has got to go.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But especially because he looks like the husband.
And you know it's your sister's kid.
And if my annoying ass child said to me, well, that's my brother, I'd be like, well, it's your brother's son now because you can take care of him. Because I'm not taking care of him. No. I'm not taking care of if my, God forbid, husband ever cheated, I'm not taking care of his kid. I watched the Bob Marley movie.
I took care of
where she said to that man, I take care of all your kids, even the one that ain't mine. And I was like, no. Mm-mm.
That will not be you.
No. Absolutely not. Because you also know roles were reversed. Those men ain't taking care of your kids. I mean, some do. But it's just not me. That's not for me. I couldn't. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm a good enough person.
So really, Elijah was the true victim in all of this. Because nobody wants that baby.
100% that baby. He was so cute, too.
He really was.
And that would have pissed me off.
I was thinking that in the scene when they tell him that they're both dead. And Jonah's like crying. And like the baby's like,
Yeah, that baby was so cute, and that would have really pissed me off. I was like, someone needs to come and get this kid right now. Especially because they said when he smiled, he looked like the dad.
And he was smiling the whole fucking movie.
You laughing at me? You're laughing at me? You laughing for what? No, I'm not taking care of that baby. Sorry. My mom said I was a bad person because back when The Walking Dead was out, and you know how Lori cheated with the friend. Yeah. I told my mom, I was like, I would not take care of that baby. My mom said I was a terrible person. I was like, okay. And that's why I'm not taking care of the baby. I said I will find a nice home for it. But it's not my home. It's not going to be
I'll find a nice home.
But it's not going to be my home.
I'll find a nice home for my nephew.
Why does that make me a bad person? That I don't want to take care of this child.
That's not yours.
That's not my child. Like, is that? I think people are bad people for judging me. That I don't want to take care of a child that I had no part. And they're like, well, the child didn't either. Yes, but that's also not my problem. Why is this my responsibility?
Yeah. I understand, because I'm with you. I wouldn't want to take care of the child.
Absolutely not. It just amazes me that people really are just like, that makes you a bad. How does that make me a bad person? That I don't want to take care of a child that's not mine, that was created by people backstabbing me.
I don't think it does. I think people that think you're a bad person, I think
those people will raise the kid and raise them terribly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. And that's why I would say, no, I'm not going to do that.
And that's why it doesn't make you a bad person.
I wouldn't.
You know you'd be a shitty parent.
I would not love that kid. I wouldn't.
I'd be like, you can walk, you can figure shit out on your own. Good luck.
Nah. That's just,
So I wouldn't be a good parent.
I wouldn't be able to love it. And if I couldn't love it, then why would I want to be a parent? Why would I? I'm not doing it any favors by keeping it.
Oh, I feel like that's something that wasn't really addressed very well in the book or the movie. Because I feel like even if they did get together and they're a couple or whatever, how did they both not just resent this child?
I think Jonah doesn't resent him because he wasn't that, like he said, they didn't cut that deep for him. And they didn't cut that deep not only because it wasn't his sister, but also just because he didn't love her that much.
Yeah, and he was gone for a long time. So
it wasn't like they were best friends anymore.
Yeah.
But also he really didn't, honestly, that baby did him a solid because he got to be with the person he actually loved.
Yeah.
I think it was easier for him because if I was with somebody and I was only with them because I thought we were having a baby together and then I found out they cheated on me, I mean, I would be more, my ego than anything would probably be hurt, but I wouldn't be destroyed because I didn't really like them.
Do you think they ever would have found out if they didn't get into a car accident?
Yes, because apparently he looks just like Chris.
Yeah. I also was thinking, like, they were going to get married, and, like, if they got married, like...
Yeah. I don't think she was... I think eventually she would have been the one to...
And I also think... See, it's hard to, like, say this, but I think maybe, like, Morgan was just a little bit oblivious to what was going on right in front of her. Because
because if anybody ever said to me, you don't know him like I do about my husband, first of all, I would punch them. Yeah, like a joke or not. I can
just imagine somebody saying that to you.
Yeah, that right then and there. First of all, it would be, I'd be like, oh really? And that would probably be the last time I spoke to them.
Yeah.
Second of all, I mean, I guess I want to say, like, I guess he's a doctor, so I know they have weird schedules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not coming home at night and he's staying in a hotel in the same town as you and you have tracking on his phone, which was on.
The tracking is kind of weird to me because even she had tracking on the car.
It was on.
Yeah. So, like,
are we just not, we're just pretending that, like, this is just a major plot hole?
You never checked it Like just randomly,
Yeah.
like checking in on your husband, making sure he got safe to where he's supposed to go, and you're like, oh, he's still in town.
Yeah, like that's, and they kept forgetting. What kid forgets that their parents are tracking them?
That was another thing that pissed me off too, because if I ever didn't answer my phone when I was a child, when my mom called, that was it. I could not screen my mom's calls. This girl never answered her mom's.
I think that was very triggering because the time I'm watching, I just remembered, like, I went through, there was a time I was on my dad's plan, there was a time I was on my grandma's plan, and I went through so many, like, different times of getting yelled at and my phone, like, being threatened to be taken away or actually be turned off because, well, if you're not going to answer it, then what? And, like, I was sitting there getting triggered by that.
Yeah, I've had that too. But yeah, if I ever didn't answer my mom's calls, I would never hear the fucking end of it. I would be dead. Granted, now my mom don't answer my calls, I don't answer her calls. But back then when I was 16, oh yeah, I would be dead when I got home. And I was like, this mom
I can't even imagine. You know, thank God at 16 I didn't have, like, tracking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
because that's another thing too, is that my mom doesn't give a shit about tracking now. But I imagine if, like, when I was a kid, if they had it, she would care.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't care now because she can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And she can't be bothered.
Well, my mom lost that privilege. I had to revoke that privilege from her. And I gave her a warning. I thought
you gave it back.
That's what I said. I gave her a warning and I was going to allow her, but no.
Oh, so it's gone again.
Yes, it is gone again. I still have the tracking on her though.
My mom's never asked for it. She doesn't give two shits.
I still track her. She can't track me.
And I've thought about telling my mom. Maybe when I go down there to Florida, I'm going to figure out how to turn it on my mom's phone. But not on mine. Just on my mom's.
My boyfriend does that. He tracks his dad. His dad doesn't.
I mean, Mom,
I find hilarious.
Give me your phone. I need to see something real quick.
Yeah, I find that hilarious. Yeah, they'll never know. He doesn't know. Like, sometimes my boyfriend will just show up for his dad, and his dad has no idea. Like, how he knows where he is. Which I think that's funny. But yeah, it was giving me, like, a little bit of stress, like, watching her not answer the phone. And I'm, like, thinking about when I would go home, and then my phone would be shut off. Because, like, oh, if you're not going to answer it anyway, then what's the point of me paying for it?
Yeah. Our parents fuck us up.
One time I went home and the lights in just my room were off. I don't remember why that was, though.
One time I went home and my mom took my door. I think.
But how do you turn just the lights off in one room? I guess the breaker.
Yeah, probably the breakers.
That was rude. And I wish I remembered what I did.
I think one time she took just the doorknob. Mm-hmm. And then she took the whole door.
You did this for what?
That's a lot of effort, to be honest.
Well, I mean, picture how rude it is that the rest of the house had lights.
Honestly, yeah, both those things are a lot of effort.
In darkness.
For what?
Yeah.
All of this for what? Because it, honestly, like, I wasn't a bad kid. Like, I didn't do my homework, and I didn't clean my room. That was, like, the worst of what I did.
I mean...
And I think the time that she took my door was because I didn't clean my room. So you got out some tools. Because I didn't clean my room?
I guess... I don't think I was the worst. But I definitely did worse things than not cleaning my room. But I don't think... I don't know. Like, my family was going through their own stuff at that time, and their stuff was rubbing off onto me, so why is your electric still Maybe you should turn your own electric off and think about what you did.
Maybe you should sit in the dark for a little bit.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess maybe that was the point of this movie, though, is like
your parents fuck
your
you up.
parents going through something
Can fuck you up.
yeah, making you now make dumb decisions, Clara.
Losing my virginity because I'm mad at my mom.
And yeah. But at least she didn't get pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not nothing.
Oh, I wrote down a line that Clara said, the one thing that might save me from depression, Starbucks. I was like, that's relatable.
Facts.
Because there are days where Starbucks is the only thing getting me up and out of
It is.
bed.
I actually took a picture and I meant to send it to you because it's almost Red Cup Day.
Oh yeah,
You
we
saw
gotta
it?
get those cups.
You saw it November 13th. Red Cup Day.
Yeah, we're getting those cups.
Do you know when the Christmas drinks come out?
I think they come out soon. I think November 4th.
Oh, okay, good, because we can get a nice Christmas drink with our red cups.
Perfect.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I have a question. Did Miller give you any sus feelings when you were reading it at the beginning?
That he was gay?
No.
Oh.
Did he give you gay vibes?
No, when you said sus, I thought that's...
Oh, no. I just meant like he was suspicious. Like I was waiting for like something else to happen.
I get what you're saying. Like I feel like a little bit like I was waiting for more, but like he like, oh, okay, I guess he's just this gentle, happy-go-lucky, all-around good guy.
That maybe cheats on his girlfriend.
That yeah, like she didn't think that one through. That was a flaw that she forgot about. But yeah, no, he was just a very like
maybe that's what it was.
One-dimensional.
That the girlfriend thing was really.
Well, I think when I saw him in the movie, it made more sense.
Yeah.
When I pictured him in the book, that I wasn't picturing what they had in the movie. And when I saw him in the movie, I was like, okay, this makes a little bit more sense. In the book I'm picturing now, I obviously did not follow the description at all. I don't remember his description. But I was picturing someone a little bit more like the Outsider Greasers. I was picturing somebody a little bit more. Also, their house was nice. Wasn't it like a trailer in the book? Or did I imagine that? Because he says, like, no, my house is a mess, like, but I'm not poor.
Like, yeah, I remember it being like...
So that was like, I was a little bit like,
I also don't remember them having animals or anything.
I don't either. But yeah, no, like I just in the movies it made more sense how he acted because he looked a little goofy. In the book, she made it seem, but maybe it's because like we're seeing him through Clara's eyes. So Clara's seeing him as like, oh my God, he's this, he's that, he's the other thing.
That's a good point.
But like Uncle Teacher was just like, nah, he's a nice kid. Like, and when you see him in the movie, you're like, okay, yeah, I see this because
I get Uncle Teacher's.
Yeah, I'm seeing more of Uncle Teacher's point of view than I'm seeing Clara's. But we're also the adults in the situation, and that's what he kind of looks like, a dork.
Yeah, and I will say he is kind of a good guy because he didn't leave after the sex thing, even though he was mad. I
don't think they really did it in the book. I mean, in the movie, because I know in the book he's like, no, we're just having an argument.
Oh yes, I was gonna say that. That was like my favorite part. Of that whole sequence. They changed a lot of it.
Yeah,
because like they didn't go to the grave. They got drunk at the house.
Yeah.
And
which I honestly remember thinking it was good they added that in.
Yeah, I liked that they added the grave part.
Yeah.
But then she like took her phone.
Yeah.
And she had her phone all night, and then when she woke up from being drunk, she was like, oh, that's if he ever speaks to me again.
Yeah, and she remember.
And she was like, Clara, you didn't break up.
Yeah.
And she was like, how do you know? And he's like, because he texted you good morning. But
he also says, remember when he's driving away?
Yeah.
He says to her, we're having a fight. Yeah. We're not breaking up. And that is so unrealistic for a high school, like a man in general, but then a high school boy that was so mature
Yeah.
that I was like,
Because I think almost every man I've ever been with has just been like, oh, maybe we should just break up. Anytime that we
there's
fight.
a problem. Yeah.
And men do that so that you don't fight with them.
Yeah.
Because they want you to not
Yeah.
bring shit up to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice, and I'm kind of sad that they cut it out of the movie.
Yeah, no, I agree because that was
in place of like a running dramatic scene through the movie theater.
Okay, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
Did I forget that?
Didn't need that.
Did I forget about that?
No, that didn't happen.
Why? Why was she even doing that? Because we needed that drama. Because there was no need. And honestly, the lollipop, I get that it was in the book, but he just didn't look right. It looked.
I think he only did it once in the book.
Oh, in the book?
Yeah.
I remember her saying like he always had one though, and so he tasted like that. But I just, it was doing too much.
Also, I thought the way that he talked about the Jolly Ranchers was different in the movie, and I think I liked it better in the books too, where he accidentally took a watermelon one, and she was like, I thought you didn't like watermelon. And he was like, they're actually my favorite.
Yeah.
Instead, he just like told her.
Yeah.
Which I think like I saw this video of someone saying how they make movies now with the like knowing that you're going to be on your phone. So instead of like subtly like doing or saying things, they just outwardly say it.
Okay, and you know what? I was thinking you don't need to have the text on screen and the person's voice saying it. One or the other, please. But now that you're saying they do that because they know people will be on their phones, that makes perfect sense. Because I'm like, why do I need him saying it if I can see the text? That's like good, like if you don't really see the text. But they're popping the whole text up on the screen. We don't need to hear their voices. It was very, I don't know why it was annoying me so much, but it was.
Yeah.
But now that makes sense.
And I saw that like heavily in this movie.
Yeah.
Like him outwardly saying the thing about the Jolly Ranchers instead of like them showing it to us.
Yeah.
Same thing with the scene where she just tells her that they cheated or whatever instead of having that whole dramatic scene that they had in the book. And I was like, oh no, this is a real thing. They really make movies now.
And I can appreciate that. On Netflix releases.
Yes. On major box office releases.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, no.
Where I'm stuck in the movie theater with nothing to do for 2.5 hours but watch this movie. I
specifically want to be encouraged not to look at my phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Please, if you know any movie producers,
because that was if you're listening, if our one viewer happens to be a movie producer, we don't like that.
Yeah.
Because that was really like, it was a pet peeve for me.
Yeah. Now, do you think that you would have wanted to tell Clara, or would you have tried to keep it a secret?
I would have wanted to tell her, especially when she kept being a brat to me.
Would you have just broken down and told her, or would you want to tell her from the beginning?
No, I would have wanted to tell her from the beginning. Because what they did was wrong. Like, it's not even because, it's just because what they did was absolutely terrible. But I thought about that when I was watching the movie. I was like, but would I have wanted my daughter
like would
to
you
now have to never be able to trust anybody?
Yeah.
Ever. Or would I?
That was another thing. I think in the book they actually did have her like very jaded about love.
And in the book also she was like, she's just like the aunt. So if the aunt was capable of this, isn't she capable?
I remember her saying something along the lines of like, "Oh, we'll just break up soon anyway," or something.
Yeah, she said that a lot. Basically, their whole relationship, she was just like, "Well, this is basically on the timer." So yeah. Which I don't know why, because to her it appeared that her parents were
I think it was because of the Jonah thing. Because I don't know if in the movie she did track them going to the hotel, but in the book she did.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was weird because they made her specifically not look. Because she said, "Oh, thanks for telling me where you're going."
Yeah.
Which was strange.
But in the book she did.
Yeah, she remembers them at the hotel.
She thought that they were cheating from that very beginning.
Which my thing of it is why, and that was another thing that I liked about in the book, and they didn't have it in the movie where she was much less upset about finding out that the dad cheated than when she thought the mom.
When they had that whole conversation.
That was like really crazy, but I liked that part in the book because I understood it. Like, but it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I think like
because the mom was like the stable, like dependable one.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy because the act that the dad put on, he wouldn't have been much. Everything that was interesting about him was hidden, so nobody knew.
Yeah.
So why was he not dependable? The
probably because he worked so much.
That's true.
And was gone all the time.
That's true. What's crazy though, why were they in the car?
I don't know.
Why weren't y'all?
Maybe they were going to eat.
Yeah, like they never.
Cheaters gotta eat.
I guess so. They don't deserve to eat. You remember? I don't know if you ever watched Teen Mom, but there's that one where he's like, "You don't deserve." He's like, "It's a nice day. Yeah, it's really nice. You don't deserve to be out here. You deserve to be in the cave." Like, I always thought that. Like, why were they in that car? Not always thought that, but I was thinking that while I was reading it. Like, where were they going? What were they doing? Like, why were they just not in the room? Because they had made it to the. I could see if they hadn't made it to the room yet.
Yeah, no, I think they were just going to eat.
So it's not even that it was just.
It's
not even that it was just sex for them, you know.
No, they
left the room. They had a hotel room, and they could have just been, you know, in the hotel room.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because they had left. I like that always stuck with me. That like if it was just sex, they would just be in that hotel room. But they weren't. They got there, they did whatever they did, and they were out.
And the bag of lingerie was in the room.
And in the same town, the town that's so small that this man has to physically move the sign. You guys are just out and about like that. This town knows.
You're right, actually.
This is one of these towns. This town. That's why everybody at the hospital. Everybody at the hospital knew.
Yeah, and everybody knew Miller based on.
Yeah. So you're telling me people in the town didn't know? They know. And remember, the nosy neighbor wasn't in it at all. But you know, she knows.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the neighbor because the neighbor was the one that tipped her off about Miller in the first place. She was like, "Oh, I'm glad to see you made it through the night." And she's like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even put her in there. That lady would be pissed.
That lady had to know.
Oh, she knew. She knew everything.
And she just hated Morgan.
Because she was, I would hate that girl too. I'd be like, are you oblivious or are you doing this on purpose? You know, you see this. If I see this through my window across the street, you see this in your own house.
Yeah. But and like, my thing also is like, she's got a 16-year-old daughter and all she does is watch Real Housewives on TV all day. How do you not know what's going on right in front of your face? You have to be in denial.
I think it's a part of the Jonah thing too, is that she didn't care that much.
Yeah.
That's what I think it comes down to, is that they really weren't with the people they wanted to be with, so they didn't care that much because it was just too, like I said, the town is too small. You have tracking on your phone. I don't know. It was just disgusting. The pictures, his favorite chair is from the lady. She's bringing her lingerie like it was never addressed, but that sister hated her.
Yeah.
Like it was never addressed, but that sister absolutely hated her.
Yeah, because I don't know how you do that to somebody that raised you.
No, and like I said, and it wasn't even
and gave up their whole life to raise you and then raise their own kid.
And to have that baby in her face like that, like
to drop the baby off so you could go sleep with her husband
is insane. Meanwhile, you have a better looking man,
knowing that that baby is her husband's baby,
and she has a better looking man who is I don't want to say nice because nice isn't a good enough word to describe him, but he's a good man, Savannah.
Yeah,
you have a good man, an amazing man who dropped everything to come and take care of this child that he thinks he had from a one-night stand. And you're going to go and sleep with your sister's husband? Mind you, your sister's husband is sleeping with you. You ever think about the fact, I mean, probably he lied and was like, oh, I'm not sleeping. We don't sleep together anymore. He probably lied about that, but I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
You wouldn't rather have the man that dropped everything for you to raise his baby?
You're sharing penises with your sister.
That's absolutely disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. That's diabolical. That is that's
it's the truth.
It's the absolute truth. That's the horror of it all. That's why we're recording this podcast on Halloween. Because it's spooky and it's scary.
This book was really a horror novel.
It really, really was.
And I don't know what's worse, not knowing that you're sharing penises with your sister, or knowing that you're sharing penises with your sister.
Knowing, because if it's happening anyway, would you rather know or not know? I don't want to know. That's a lie. Like, I want to know so I can make it stop. But if I can't make it stop, like, that's absolutely I'm nauseous right now. I'm sick at the thought. That sister, and that's something that bothered me. It was never addressed how dirty and diabolical these people were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was a baby, which means
yeah, no, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, so
like you were sharing penis.
Like he's not using protection with his wife, obviously.
Yeah.
And there was a baby, so obviously he's not using protection with her either. And everybody's just okay with this. We're all fine. The two of you discussed this. And they are having sex, the wife and the husband, because she never said like, oh, well, we're not intimate anymore. So that was never something that came up in her mind to, you know. So this nasty man, this nasty man, disgusting. And before I forget, would you have read the letters?
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to believe this is what I, if I didn't really care about the man, maybe I wouldn't have read the letter. That's the only thing. But if I really did still care, like if I cared, there would be no, I wouldn't be able to resist. I would have read those letters.
Actually, phrasing it that way, maybe you're right. If I didn't care, maybe I wouldn't have read them.
Yeah. Like, I don't think she cared about him that much. Like, I think she cared about him, like, obviously because they were dating in high school. They had a kid together. They were together for how many years? But she wasn't in love with him.
Yeah, because it's enough to know that a good amount of your life was a lie anyway. You don't need to know.
And like, honestly, it probably was almost just as long as they were together.
Probably.
But if, like, Jonah said, oh, it's in the past, he wants to move, and you really got who you wanted, then maybe not. That would be, maybe I would have, just because, well, I don't really care, so I just want to see. But they're not alive anymore, so you can't get any type of vindication or justice from it. It's just going to piss you off more. Especially if you read the letters and you see your sister pretending that she felt oh so very bad about the things that they were doing when you know damn well she didn't because she was continuing to do it. Or if you read the letters and your sister really didn't give a rat's ass what she was doing to you. Either way, there's nothing you could do about it. They're dead.
Yeah. This really was the worst case of cheating I've ever.
But picture when. Why do I want to call him Elliot? What's his name?
So maybe it's Elijah.
Elijah. Picture when Elijah grows up, if this little son of a resents you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because his mom's dead and you're not my mom. Don't tell me what to do. And blah, blah, blah. This is why you got to get rid of the baby. My advice.
My advice is always get rid of the baby.
My advice. Find a good adoption agency. Because
always ruin the friendship and get rid of the baby.
Yeah, that's my advice.
Better than live with regret for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Because
but imagine the baby grows up and says, you're not really my mama and you're not really my dad.
And I would look at him and I would be like, and this is why I said we should have gotten rid of him.
We should have dropped this baby off.
We should have dropped him off at the orphanage like they show in the movies and been done with it. Because this was not my responsibility. I didn't do this.
Or we should have let Clara and Miller raise this baby.
She wants her brother. She wants her brother's son. Take your brother's son. That's not going to be me, though.
What did you think about him falling in love after watching the play of Clara?
I thought that was cute.
It was cute.
I thought it was cute in the book, too. When I found out that was the big secret that the grandpa knew and he was teasing him with it.
Yeah. The grandpa was cute.
Yeah.
Also, side note.
Did they ever... Oh, yes, he did say, because I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that they just said that, too.
Yeah.
It was very awkward and weird.
Yeah.
But the actor that played the grandpa is the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have told me. I wish you would have told me before the movie.
I didn't know until I saw him and I was like, he looks familiar. Who is that? And
you looked at him and you saw Mr.
I did not see Mr. Krabs. I'm not that good. I didn't see Mr. Krabs. I thought he was a different actor. Because I looked up the actor and I was like, oh, it doesn't say that he's in this. So then I looked up who he was.
Yeah.
And I saw that he was the voice of Mr. Krabs. And I was like, not who I thought.
Yeah. I looked at him and he looked familiar.
he looked exactly like Mr. Krabs. But I was surprised that he was the voice of Mr. Krabs because I didn't really hear it.
They're really getting down.
if the audio can be heard in the podcast, I have neighbors upstairs, and it is Halloween night, and their kids are
I'm
very
trying
much
to find out what they could possibly do.
The
only thing I'm thinking is those little dress-up princess shoes that little kids wear. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I try to. At one point, I thought they had a dog. Because it sounded like the nails of the dog hitting the floor. But I don't think they have a dog.
That's crazy.
All right, we might have to end the podcast solely because of...
Is there a bed? I've never heard that while here. But there's a bed. Or maybe that's the couch. But they're really jumping on that couch for those springs to be springing like that.
This is how it sounds when they get excited. Anytime.
That's crazy. They really let their dark side out. Like little gremlins.
It happens pretty frequently. And one time he was down here because he had to turn off the sprinklers. And he heard his kids upstairs. And he was like, damn. That's what they sound like? And I was trying to be nice. And I was like, yeah.
And he said, too bad.
And I was like, what did I say to him? I think I said, "Oh, but I grew up like with a lot of people around because I was trying to like."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I guess you get used to it after a while."
I think you do. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't live here, but see, like that doesn't. I'm like very. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I zone out a lot. So 9 out of 10 times I wouldn't hear it. I think I'm only hearing it now because.
I think it used to bother me a lot more when I first moved in. Yeah. So I think you're right. I think you do.
Like my house is very loud. We're loud people in there. I don't know why, but so I'm pretty.
But I already know that you're gonna be able to hear it on this.
Like podcast. Even like in my car, when people get in my car, and I'm not wearing my seatbelt, they're like, "Can you put your seatbelt on?" What's it? I don't even hear it. Oh. Yeah, like that. I never hear that, but everybody who's in my car, who's on the phone with me when I'm in my car and I don't have my seatbelt on, bothers them. I don't know. We really got off topic a lot of this. We talked about You Pray Love, your little brother. And you see how today we were talking about yappers? Yeah. And I was trying to tell you the difference between a yapper and
a preacher.
This is yapping. Now, yes, we probably talked for almost an hour and a half. There was no, and we had a topic.
Yeah.
But did we? No. That's a yapper.
Now, here's my question. Do you think your dad could talk on a podcast about the topic for an hour?
His topic? Absolutely. Absolutely. An hour?
Not straying?
Honey. Minimum 2.5, 3.
Wow, your dad's talented.
Yeah.
He's in the wrong profession.
Yeah. Me? No.
They gotta have more kids.
They got instruments. I'm curious what they act like at New Year's.
Oh yeah.
Do they do this on the dot? Because I know like my aunt's family, when I went to their house for like the first time ever on New Year's, they all got pots and pans out and started. I was very confused. Now I'm used to it, but they sound like
I think they got more kids up there than the two.
Yeah, that's why I was like, are they having a party or something? Because they also in the driveway, they parked very close together.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes they have parties.
That's definitely got to be more than 2 kids.
Well, thanks for listening
to. And you know what, guys?
Maybe this is why we can't keep our viewers.
This is now hold on. I'm about to say something.
Okay.
If you listen to our podcast, I'm gonna take notes on the next one,
so that we say on topic.
I'm gonna be on. What did we decide what we're reading next, or no? We didn't.
No, because we talked about The Housemaid, but the way that our scheduling works, it wouldn't work out for that to be the next.
Do you like this though? Because we said we're gonna. Do you like watching the movie at the same time? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think it was good.
Okay.
Did you think it was good?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
So we don't know what we're reading next. Then we know in the coming episodes there'll be The Housemaid.
Yeah.
What else did we say?
We'll probably read one other book before Plight. Plight was what? Slight.
The Slight before Christmas. So there'll be another Kate Stewart book.
Because we know how much our listeners love that.
There will be The Housemaid. Then there'll be Slight, right? Because The Housemaid comes out before Christmas.
So the way that our episodes are, our next episode after this one. Well, this episode's coming out November 4th. So the next episode will be November 18th. Because we do every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So then the episode after that will be December 2nd.
Guys, we really need listeners because something just popped into my head. And if we get listeners, we can eventually have merch.
Yes, and we love merch.
We promise we will have good merch.
We are so
really great merch. We are so disappointed.
So if you guys could listen,
yes, we want to make merch because then we can also wear our own merch.
We'd even give our merch out.
Exactly. Come on, help us help you. We just want to make merch, but we can't make merch if we lost our one listener.
Yeah. People did listen on Spotify to our Taylor Swift episode.
That might have been me and my boyfriend.
You listened to it?
I did. And then he messaged me like the other day and he's like, I'm listening to your podcast. Spoiler alert, my boyfriend doesn't speak English. I don't know what he does. He speaks like a little bit of English. He's speaking more English, but I'll be very honest, I don't know what he's listening to because I know for fact he understands, but I know
he just wants to listen to you talk.
But I think that was him because it was the Taylor Swift, because I was like, which episode are you listening to? And it was the Taylor Swift one.
No, but we had a lot. Unless he was listening to it a lot.
Maybe he was trying to practice. Well, how many listeners?
I think we got like 70.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he listened to it 70 times. I'll ask him.
And I was like, wow, Taylor Swift. But Taylor Swift on YouTube did not do well at all.
Was it on TikTok?
I put it on TikTok.
Because I think that's what happened is he said it popped up on his... He's not even an active listener.
Oh.
It just popped up on his TikTok.
Yeah, on YouTube, people did not listen to the Taylor Swift one, but they listened to it on Spotify.
Okay. All right.
So the crossover it's very different what the people want. But they all want Kate Stewart, so we are going to read that book.
We're going to do another one. And honestly, I want to get really into the spirit with that one.
Do you think we should just read another Christmas book?
Right now?
November.
Wait. Now, I don't know if... Because Kristen Stewart...
Now I got you doing it.
Kate Stewart has that book, The Fall. Does it take place in the fall, or is it just the fall?
I think it's just...
Because the cover kind of looks like the fall.
We could read it, but I don't think it takes place in the fall. I think it's... But maybe it does.
I don't know. Because there's also the book November 9, but you said, like, the way our schedules are set up.
Yeah.
That's not gonna... Help us out. Give us a recommendation. If you give us a recommendation, we will read it. We'll
also shout you out in the podcast.
We will. And you'll be the only one who will hear your shout out. But we will shout you out. Because we had one listener that told us to read one last rainy. We had one listener who told us to read One Last Rainy Day. When we saw the comment 8 years too late, we did read it.
But listen, if anybody's actually listening, I do read any notifications that I get.
So we don't have any notifications?
No.
None.
No. We do have
how do we change this? I'm not doing what I should be doing. I will admit.
I've been slacking on TikTok too.
Should we lock in to our podcast?
That'll be the goal.
Because now I'm like,
because season 2 is about to start.
We could chapter 2 of our
season
podcast.
1 was the first pancake, So we were just figuring things out. Now season 2, we lock in.
I mean, we're doing better. We're keeping our schedule.
We have a schedule.
We're keeping reading up with the books
every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're doing really good with reading the books. We're adding in movies. We're adding in some new things.
And music.
Tell us what we could do. Help us out.
Oh, we did talk about how we were going to Austin City Limits in the last podcast, but we didn't talk about actually going.
We should have done like a little episode on how it was, because it was terrible.
Yeah, I will never be returning.
How it was, side note, terrible.
Oh, this book, Regretting You, also did take place in Texas, which is a place that we will never be going.
And Mr. Brightside was the first song.
And we saw the
Killers live.
It's all full circle.
It is. But I don't regret going to Texas. I never regret any of my decisions after I make them. I regret them maybe when I'm in the moment. I don't regret it. In the moment,
it is something I will not be doing again.
Yeah, no. You're still suffering.
Yeah.
I'm not. But actually, I am a little. Because I think my hair thinned a little from the
I think my scalp has been, like, weird from the dirt.
Me too. So I am suffering a little.
But I finally am able to breathe again. The dust, horrendous. Let me tell you, guys, to our one listener, if you've never been
have one listener anymore.
If you've never been to Austin City Limits, they do not emphasize how bad that fucking dust is.
The dust was bad.
Enough.
It was really, really, really bad.
I don't know how people were walking around without something to cover their face, especially by that third day.
Because I don't think you think about it. Like, when you're just out and about and you're suffering.
Yeah, but if you've been there day 1, day 2, and you've been waking up.
Yeah.
Like.
Because we don't normally walk around with masks on. So you're not like, oh, I'll use a mask.
Yeah.
I'll use a bandana.
No, but it was bad.
But now I see that in Mad Max and stuff like that. They're not just doing this for looks. It's you need it.
Yeah, and like just how covered in dirt we were every day coming back.
I've wanted to wear the shoes that I threw them out so many times, but I still haven't cleaned them and I can't put them on. No,
I just threw them out. And to be honest with you, I haven't done my laundry yet because I have to go to a laundromat to do that. But the socks, I'm a little suspicious. They might be going in the garbage too because they're covered in dirt.
I did do all my laundry. All my laundry's done. Yeah, this is why we don't have listeners.
Because we talk about random bullshit.
This is why.
But yeah, I mean,
we'll do better. Help us.
I think overall, Austin City Limits. If you've never done it, maybe you might want to do it.
If you've never done it and you don't have a lot of money, I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Oh yeah,
because it's not worth it. You could do so much more.
Yeah, it was very expensive.
Yeah, like if you have money to blow, sure, test it out. Make sure you bring a face mask. Go online.
3 different ones for each day.
But if you don't have money to blow, there's better things you could do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I just remember getting back to New York air and being like,
this is the most beautiful, but
this
not
is the
New
most
York
delicious air.
No, not New York air, Long Island air.
Yeah.
Because if we would have landed in Manhattan, we might not have felt that good.
And it was like a crisp, rainy.
It was rainy and it was wet and it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I
never thought that I would be missing a rainy, gray Long Island day.
But it was like
heaven.
Soothing to it was soup for the soul.
It was literally like, oh my God, this is the freshest air I've ever smelled.
Moist lungs
my lungs were about to disintegrate into dust.
And I think that's why we didn't suffer as much. Like a lot of people were saying, like they were still suffering a long time.
Oh, you're right, because they probably still live
there or live other. But we got to come home.
We're
an island girl.
basically a humidifier.
Yeah, and that was really good because on top of just the island air, which it's crazy saying that. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but it's real. It was also like a wet, like you said, wet, rainy day. So that was really...
It was beautiful.
It was everything. I opened my door, my patio door. I was like, this is heaven.
Yeah. I drove home from your house with the windows down.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is everything.
And that was a good feeling.
It really was, because most of the time you don't... Yeah. You're like, oh, wow, it's all over.
Like, wow, I needed this.
Yeah. And I don't think I want to go back to Texas. I think I did it once, and I'm good.
I am good. From what I've experienced of Texas, I'm good on it. That was like Vegas. I went to Vegas during like a heat wave, and it was 113 when I was there. And I left Vegas dry. And like, yeah, I don't think I'll be coming back.
I will say the people there were very nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
like everyone was very nice. They all wanted to talk to you.
Fight people when we go on vacation.
Yeah, and I didn't fight anybody.
Have to fight anybody.
And I thought I was gonna have to in Texas, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't have to fight anybody.
Even in those crazy crowds.
I will say though, and I might get hate for this. I wish people would stop smoking weed in crowds. No,
well,
I get drug tested.
Yeah,
I get drug tested at work, and we're literally on top of people. And they're smoking.
Yeah, because that was also like, I think that was the craziest festival I've gone to like that, where you can't even like get to the back.
I can't
sit away.
No, I can't. And
like there is no back to that crowd.
There's like mixed things, like, oh, you can't fail a drug test from secondhand. You can't. But like I'm literally sitting here basically.
But you can get a contact high. So
I'm sitting here breathing. And now I'm thinking of the nasty sweaty arm that touched me.
I did snap at somebody when I was walking to the bathroom
Did
because
you?
I was trying to get through the Dochi crowd to get to the porta potties, and this girl was like, "I don't know where these people think they're going to," and I literally turned around and I said, "The bathroom?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's next to the stage, but would you rather I pee right here?" Because apparently somebody did that at the ACL. I think it was the first weekend during Sabrina. Somebody just peed in the crowd.
That's so disgusting. That's so. Let me tell you something. Thank God that, because I would. I don't know. I've never fought anybody, but
you'd have to fight them.
I don't know. That's absolutely.
Because then you're stuck there, and you have to be stuck next to somebody else's pee all day.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Well, yeah. I don't know what I'd rate the Austin City experience, but there's probably better things you could do with your time and money.
Yeah.
Not that I regret going. It was
no, I don't regret it. It was an experience.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I also know for a fact I don't want to go to any bigger festivals.
Oh no.
Like, I'm good on Coachella. I'm good on Lollapalooza. Like,
no.
That, yeah, because you felt all half 500,000 of those people in that crowd. And I thought that.
And I feel a disconnect anyway from the artists when they're that big. Like, it's not even. I'm watching it on a screen. I might as well.
I think I'd rather go to concerts than festivals to see people.
Yeah.
Because unless you're going to be up perched.
Yeah. We were perched for Vincent
It's
Lima.
really not that. It's not worth it.
No. No, not at all.
Unless you're going to fight for that barricade spot. We were lucky with Hosier at Gov Ball.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's really, festivals are not it.
Maybe for the young, but even when I was young, like, I wasn't really about that life. But
yeah, no,
definitely now at I hate to say at my age, but
I hate to be that one.
I hate to be the one to say it, but definitely now at my age, I
want to buy a ticket and have a spot.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fight.
I don't want to be fighting for a spot.
No. And I don't like that. I'm not trying to get to the front. Like you said, I'm trying to get to the bathroom. Exactly. And I basically had to be lifted by the crowd to go.
Yeah, you're at the mercy of the crowd.
Swimming through the crowd. For I think it took me like probably 3 songs going.
It took me the whole Dochi set.
Yeah, like it was. That's not enjoyable. And God forbid there's an emergency. I really do sound like an old person, right? I really do. But
I think if anybody listens, they will think that we sound old.
Yeah,
because
they're gonna judge us like that somber thing that you were saying.
Yeah, but if you don't like it, why are you going?
I was there. I don't know. You're 100% right. I had no business being there. None.
For the record, there were people there that were older than us.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But they did it right. They brought their chairs. They found a spot, and they did not move.
Honestly, when I was laying out in the grass, that was perfect. That was perfect for me.
But those old people with their chairs, they seem like they live there and they go all the time.
They do. They definitely live there. That would be if I was.
Because they also packed up quick and before the end.
And they knew that they could get snacks in because they had gluten-free pretzels. They didn't buy those there. They bought those in.
How'd they get those in? Because that was another thing. This man took my granola bar.
Because she probably said, like, this is a gluten-free. I have an allergy.
I should have said I was diabetic.
I told you to say that. But I don't know, diabetic, they'll be like, just buy a granola bar inside. But if they don't have gluten-free, I don't know. But no, I think for any diet, they can't tell you. I think if you specifically say you have a diet thing, they can't tell you no.
Well, yeah, that was our Austin City experience. I also forgot my hats. That might have been really why I didn't enjoy myself.
I mean, I enjoyed myself, but I was hot. The dust was too much.
Yeah. I was happy with the Vincent Lima. I was happy.
I'll say EDC was better.
Yeah.
EDC, honestly, if I had to choose between the two, EDC was better.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
EDC, like SEA.
Yes, on the sea, on the boat. It was a lot of like before prep. But I think once I got on the actual boat, I had a good time. I think it was a lot better.
Yeah, it was also nice because you could just go back to the room.
Yeah, like go recharge in the room, go back.
Do you remember
when
on
I said thank
EDC,
God?
that first night when our neighbors called us loser? Well, they called me a loser for sitting out on the balcony by myself and not responding to them.
Yeah,
but then you were in the bed and they.
Yeah, I thought they were calling me a loser because I was in bed. And I was
no, but they were calling me a loser.
Like, how do they even know I'm in
because
bed?
Because I was sitting out on the balcony by myself.
Yeah, no, I thought I was being called a loser because I was in bed already. Maybe we were losers. But you were in your room too. So why aren't you a loser?
I think because his friend was out on the balcony with him. And my friend was in bed.
I had to rest. I came from New York. Where did they come from?
I don't know. But that was funny.
Didn't we leave
wash your ass
on their door?
Yeah.
Not like it was like we left them candy on a bracelet, but the bracelet was not nice. But it was nice because we didn't make that bracelet with the intention to insult somebody. So if the shoe fit and it fit in a way that you didn't like, that's a you problem.
They're listening to Taylor upstairs.
Yeah.
It's Opalite.
Maybe we inspired them down here. Maybe they're our one listener.
Could you imagine? They're like, I see your activity. I gotta see what this is about.
Okay, a quick little. Do you listen to any of that? We did the podcast on that. Do you listen to any of her songs
off the album?
Off the album?
Yeah, I listened to Father Figure. I actually just made my November playlist and I took off all the shit that I don't listen to on the album. So Fate of Ophelia has definitely grown on me. I still like Opalite. It's like an earworm thing. It's very good. Elizabeth Taylor, there's something about it still. Father, I think the first 4 songs on the album.
The only one that I actively will go and search, which not often, but I do every once in a while, is Father Figure. Yeah. That's it. The other ones, like if they come on, maybe I'll like jam to it a little, but the only one I've actively like searched up is Father Figure.
Actually, you might be right. I don't find that I actively go to turn it on.
Yeah.
Because I have a playlist of everything that I'm listening to now. And I continuously add to it I switch it out every month. So October, the whole playlist was on it. So it kept playing because it was on the playlist. Yeah. But I wasn't like actively like, oh, let me go.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year, like nothing has really come out that I'm like, I think the Sabrina Carpenter album is probably the closest thing.
Yeah.
Because that one has When Did You Get Hot and Nobody's Son.
I like Nobody's Son. I
like those 2 songs.
Like When Did You Get Hot? But Nobody's Son I like.
Oh, and House Tour. I like House Tour too. But other than that, like music this year has really been lacking. But hopefully next year, Noah Khan.
We're going to get those tickets.
Oh, and MGK's album was good too. I was listening to that a lot. Well, anyway, I think we've yapped enough about a variety of topics.
Please stick with us next time. We'll be better.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to read next, but I'm sure we'll be yapping about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out soon. We've been on schedule, so
yeah,
there's hope.